Don't worry, Finsterness. All of this will be available to you.
I think that's enough of that for now. You're quite fond of this show, aren't you? Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
Okie doke.
This place must be starting to feel like home to you. Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually. Just in here. Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
Why don't you just sit in that chair over there? Why you gotta go to the next room? Oh well.
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready? Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
Okay.
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander, leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian. As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James,
Okay.
it's time to remember. Your mind. It's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it.
Time for more space crack. Thought this part of my life was over.
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything, really, to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
Number puzzles. So, what are you saying? I was just hearing Mom and Dad recite numbers, and then I was figuring out other numbers in my coma? Oh, that's too much.
04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F. 12, 19, 86, 23, 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F. 12, 19, 86.
There we go.
23, 04.
Well, thankfully we're familiar with all of this.
Type in the numbers, James.
Olson Police Department. Road traffic
This is
accident
20F.
report file.
12.
Huh.
19. 86. 23. 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this.
Trying to scroll on it like a
This is
tablet.
20F.
James Ed.
12.
Uh-huh.
19.
Station wagon.
86. 23. 04.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and zoom out here so I can
Type in
actually
the
read
numbers,
this.
James.
Bah.
You
Calm
gotta
down
see
now.
This is 20F. 12.
Arrived on the scene to discover two cars had been involved in a near head-on collision.
3.
Mr. Asian was found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called.
Gotta see
His passenger was trapped in the vehicle, in critical condition from the wound sustained in the collision.
12.
The driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival.
3.
It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver in an empty whiskey bottle in the passenger seat. Mr. Asian was questioned on the scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister.
Type in the numbers.
The driver of the blue sedan was an ex-police officer of 20 years.
This is 20F.
Okay.
12. 19.
Somehow we're reading our own police file in here.
23. 04.
Is there anything else in this?
Type in the numbers, James.
Hmm.
You gotta see this.
Okay.
This is 20F.
Ah, I
12.
see. We have to read a report to actually get the
86,
lines.
23. 04.
So,
Type in the numbers.
20F dash fatal
You
accident.
gotta see this. This is 20F. 12. 19. 86. 23.
Alright.
04.
Empty whiskey?
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F. 12. 19. 86. 23.
I thought it would be the circled portions, but I don't see any other circled
Type in
portions.
the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F. 12. 19. 86. 23. 04. Type in the numbers, James.
No more typing. Let's see, what am I missing here? I'm sure it's... Let's see, middle far down. Ah, there it is. Out of control.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
Okay.
It's not like him. At all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this. It's him.
The door
This
slams.
Haitian guy.
Shut,
He's got
plunging you in the
something to
darkness. A light flickers on. Doesn't make sense to you. You step out into the hospital ward. Only, it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. Don't have that fifth pint. You tense up. Someone else is here. Hello? You having a giggle? Huh, a tape.
We found him lying there sobbing while his sister died in the car next to him. While Hennings died next to him. What the fuck was he thinking? She was still alive when we got to her. If he'd have done something, they could all still be here.
Wasn't sure if that was an earthquake or if something was just going bizarre with the physics. I think it was the second part. Grab the keys from the table. They weigh heavy in your hand.
Today was the first session with Mr. James Asian, although I fear it will certainly not be his last. When asked about events that have happened in the past, he confused fact and fiction and told us a story about a computer game that was talking to him. I think he was back at his own house, his mum and dad's house, and he always talked about a room with a red X, one he couldn't get in. I don't know what any of this means or what it's got to do with the accident, but I guess some more sessions will maybe reveal that. We're going to try again tomorrow.
You only caught a glimpse of the room. You guess why there's no detail here. Because we're in a memory, of course.
You honestly believe that Hennings was drunk at the wheel and not this little shit? If he wakes up, when he wakes up, I want answers. Until then, you handle it. You write it up. I'm out.
Okie doke. Another door you've never opened, so you don't know what was in there. The waiting room is dark. You feel the presence behind you. Nothing's there. Someone breathes on your neck, standing over you. Thing's making weird noises. I don't care for it. Can't remember if there are 3 or 4 tapes, and I think I've only gotten 3. Is there one in here? There's nice detail on some of these number puzzles and other props. Maybe we did get them all. Oh well. Let us progress. You feel dread in the pit of your stomach. Mom, turn down the light.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules. Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10. Come on.
You said 100 joules, right?
Can we get this on the screen, please?
No, Gov, I can't. Oh.
Clear. No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10.
Ding, 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 ding.
200 joules. Keep the charge at 10. Let's go. Clear. Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full. Come on, 360, hurry.
I'm going as fast as the dial can go, sir. Can't turn it much faster.
Clear. Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away. Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please. Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation. Switch on a drill, please. The drill, please.
It's on. You need me to do anything else, Gov?
Can we get this on the screen, please?
Oh, okay. I need to look at it.
Mr.
The
Asian,
regular.
you've made excellent progress. You're doing great. We need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps. We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Don't worry, thing. I see your request. I'm saving it for the right moment. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw you a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room. As usual, you don't recognize a soul. Look around. The room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mom and Dad. There's a door to the hall. Look, friends. All the friends of Mom and Dad. The youngest is probably twice your age. Go to hallway. You push through the crowd and into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever. Only this time, the folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Alright, look around. Same as ever, stairs, door, living room, door of the kitchen. Okay, go to kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. Eat roast. Maybe later. Eat roast now. Alright, look around. There's a utility room writing on the wall, and also Jen is signaling to you. Jen's here. Look, wall. Come on, look, writing. I swear to God. Look, writing on wall. You just said there was writing on the wall. Look, Jen. Your sister is calling you over to talk. Talk, sis. Talk, Jen. She's too far away, and the room is too loud. Approach thy sis. Go to Jen. You push through, apologizing over and over to get to Jennifer. You hug, and you're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks you if you are enjoying the party. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway, and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. She speaks up over the din, asking you to get her a drink. Get drink. You pour Jen a drink, and one for yourself, too. There's never an awkward silence with Jen. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for your big trip. You tell her yes, that you packed everything with plenty of room to spare. Another hug. Your family really has gone out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you excuse me. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not fuck up so much. She's going to miss you, and you're going to miss her. She walks away. All right? Jen disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at approving faces. There's so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. First, a drink. Drink your drink. You pour down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Look, utility room. The utility room door is unlocked. That's odd. Go utility room. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys. Ceiling to floor racks. A collector, although he does actually drink them too. There's a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. Look, bottle room. It's a gift from Dad, I think. There's a card next to it. Read thy card. You pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you have achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. All right? With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room about you. There must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. Exit the thing. Head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. This is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give a thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. He tells you that he's proud of you and to go easy tonight. Early flight tomorrow. Okay, Dad. He doesn't understand. It's too loud. Exit. You go back out into the hallway. I should have tried to get more roast. A few bumps and laughs on the way through. You make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen, covered in blood. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. Sorry, I don't understand.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I'm so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
You're standing in the hallway. Something had stopped you in your tracks while searching your mind for your sister. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. Talk, Jen. Yeah, we can talk in the car, she says. Go get your keys. Go upstairs. You'd love to call it a night, but Jen is patiently waiting. Okay. Look, keys. Need to look for them. They must be either in the kitchen or the living room. Well, we started in the living room, so go living room. You're sure the keys were in the living room. The living room is much more relaxed compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on chairs and having a civilized conversations. There's a coffee table now in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the drink cabinet. Talk, Mom. Don't know what you're trying to use. Talk to Mom. Tears immediately start to appear in her eyes. My son, off to America. She gives you a hug. I say yep to Mom. Look. Coffee table. Drinks on coasters, like proper civilized people. You can't see your keys. Well, look. Cabinet? Your mom's collection of wines and spirits. Definitely spelled incorrectly, no keys here. Alright. Go to hallway. Empty-handed, you head back out into the hall. Yeah, they certainly do love their alcohol in this place. Go to kitchen. Maybe your keys are in the kitchen. The kitchen is busy. Way too many people crammed in here, but I guess that's where the food and drink are at. Guests are like vultures, picking at the roast at the kitchen counter. Your dad is locking up the utility room. Okay, eat. Roast. Dang it. It's been picked to the bone. Nothing but a bony carcass remains. Aw, man. Talk, Dad. Dad tells you to take your sister home. Of course it's sad. No roast. But go slow since you've had a few drinks already. Okay? Look. Counter. A country, apparently. Look around. Difficult to see around here between the people and the kitchen table. Look. Table. The table is a mess. Party food mixed, unclaimed drinks, used napkins, no keys though. Okay, maybe it's back in there still. Well, there's no writing on the wall here. There's no roast here. Look, roast. Is there anything else on the roast? No, it's just been pickling. Exit. It's impossible. Or irresponsible, to say the least. Yeah, I would say so. Go living room. Okay. There must be something in here we didn't see. As we tipsily stumble about the house. They're not upstairs, apparently. Alright. We looked at the coffee table. We looked there. Look. Chairs? Friends in conversation. Jackets and coats everywhere. Look. Keys. You need to look for them. Okay. Look around. Is there anything else? Just a coffee table, a drinks cabinet, and one of those chairs. Okay. Look. Jackets. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Ha ha! Your keys are in the pocket. You grab both. Exit. We'll go back to the thing. Keys in hand, you head back to the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning, and no one else is fit to drive. You look back and forth. You can handle it, though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? Nope. You open the front door and walk into the freezing night. The cold air hits you. You're glad that you have your jacket with you in hand. There is a dusting of snow around you as you step down onto the porch, or from the porch, rather. The yard extends to the back of the house, and the car sits in the front of the house. Go to backyard. There's no reason to do this, let's do it anyway. She sighs and comically taps her feet. Apart from a little light escaping from the party indoors, the yard is pitch black. You just love stargazing here. You stumble around the darkness looking for the perfect spot to take in the majesty of the night sky. Look around. Trusty old generator is working away. The sky is majestic. We'll just pretend it happened. This bad boy can hold so many powers in it. Jennifer looks relieved as you head back around the house. I like how we got the door opening and closing sound effects. Someone else must have stepped out, right? That's what happened. Get in car. You fumble for the car handle, confused, until Jen tells you maybe you should use the key. Use key. Fumbling with the keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car is freezing. As you fumble around with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that were inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. Read note. The note is from your dad and it reads, "Hi son, hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the old generator when you get back and turn on the lights. Found something in the attic and it's in your room now. Enjoy." Alright, well, I can't go back in the house, I think. I probably could exit the car, but let's go ahead and use key. Takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. Turn key. Ring. Your key brings the car to life. Take sister home. Drive, son. The car squeals, but stays stationary. Son of a bitch. Jen suggests releasing the brake, giving you a wide-eyed stare. Maybe Jen is a dumbass. Alright. Release the braking. You very hesitantly release the handbrake. Drive, son. You put the car in gear, and drive out the driveway like a first-time driver. No, I'm driving. I'm very drunk on the road towards town where your sister stays. Started dozing off as soon as the journey started going. Shouldn't have taken that long. I thought it would go faster than that. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? You don't remember. Well, Plastic Allen has always taught me it's left. Let's go left. Turn left. You don't want to, but you'd better ask Jen for directions. Hey, Jen. Jen! She grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left. I knew it was left. God damn it. Turn left. You turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow the fuck down. Slow it down. Slow our roll. It's not what really happened, though, is it?
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you. Crazy, sister. Strange. Huh, there's a set of headlights coming directly at you. Really slow, but Like in slow motion. Pull over. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car.
For fuck's sake, pull over!
Outside joins the inside, and the whole world around you begins to scream.
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
That's right. It all was a dream. Oh no. You wake up in the car. Your world is upside down. Your seatbelt struggles against gravity, trying to hold you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole in its chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You're in grave danger. You have to get out of here. I can't look at you just yet. No space crack yet. Exit car. You can't move. Your seatbelt is still in place. Move seatbelt. You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over as you slump onto the roof of the car. Exit vehicle. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You're standing, holding your whiskey, your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching in the distance. The door's jammed. You don't have time for messing around like this, James. Put bottle in car. What good is pouring out here gonna do, James? You still have the bottle. Put bottle in blue car. Up. Open window. Go to blue car. Did you already go to the blue car? The door's jammed. Am I still in my car? I am drunk. I know, it's nice that that bottle stayed intact. Exit car. Look around. A crash site. Smoke billows from the crashed cars into the sky above. Exterior lights flickering on and off. Look, car. What car? The blue one or yours? Look, my car. There's no going home in this. The symbol and writing on the car are barely visible anymore. Look, Jen. Get Jen. Look inside my car. Okay. Look inside blue car. The hazard lights are blinking. Fumes are rising from the engine. Though the smashed windows, you see the motionless driver. Look, driver. It's an older man. His body is slumped and his face is bloodied. Give bottle to driver. I mean, this is clearly what happened, damn it. Open blue car door. I literally said blue car. Open blue car. The door's jammed. You don't have time for messing around like this. No, he'd been on the force 20 years, Finsternus. He wasn't 20 years old unless he just came out of the womb as a baby. Or as a baby. Well, I'd hope he came out as a baby. You know what I mean, damn it. Alright. Look. Bottle. I don't know. Now you're just being obtuse. Read a note. The note, always changing, now reads, "Get through this, James. I don't care if you want to or not." Okay? Thanks, note. I can always depend on you. Look. Lights. Okay. Would you want me to look into you? Well, I can actually zoom. Why are you doing that? I don't like it. Why is it so bright? Mom, I think the game's actually crashing. Stop it. Okay, oh, maybe... Oh, I see what that is. Is there anything about the blue car? Put bottle in... Oh, maybe I need to call it whiskey. Put whiskey in blue car. There we go. I was using bottle. Bottle's not the word. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the thrill, or the shrill. Either way, you hear the sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle and remove your connection with the whiskey. You then, very deliberately, spill the remainder of the bottle's contents on the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence onto his passenger seat. A circle of flashing lights surround you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people are all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. Look. Figure. Figure spelled correctly, hands, please. The silhouette is a police officer, and in uniform, no less. He beckons you to approach. Approach thy officer. As you approach the man, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no
As you
matter
fall to
what
ground.
you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember.
Okay. Time for space crack.
It was all your fault. I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives.
Jen, you should have
didn't
known.
Even take responsibility.
Jen!
You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself.
You could have driven yourself home. You were of driving age, probably.
Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it.
Unless you were drunk, too.
Say it, James.
Now. I'm gonna watch more videos.
Say it. Tell them. Listen to yourself.
It has to end, James.
Okay, doke.
Do you not understand?
I did it. It was all me.
Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Woo! Shows. I know there's a lot of people that are additionally at fault. I know I'm the asshole who drove drunk, but, you know, I was plainly drunk. Jen should have fucking known. And she could have bailed from that fucking vehicle at any time. Especially the parents. They can't blame me. Well, my character anyway, entirely. Because, I mean, They're like, yeah, you can just go slow, okay? Okay? You've had a few to drink. But you still go. And of course, they're fucking alcoholics too, apparently, because they just have liquor everywhere. You could probably lift up the water closets on their toilets and there'd be liquor in there too. But either way, we're a terrible fucking person. Like, the drunk driving's one thing, but we fucking planted the evidence on some poor fucker that died. I mean, it was plainly us. But still, that's a really fucking dick move, especially since we could have saved Jen. We didn't even think of Jen. Although, of course, I did in that last sequence. I couldn't even look at Jen. Instead, we were just thinking, like, in our coherent moment, the most coherent this character has ever been, James Asian. After being drunk and doing all this stupid shit in the car, he's all, I know what I'll do. I'll just go ahead and splash this motherfucker with whiskey and they won't know any better. And then, of course, he passes out, goes into a coma. But there you go. This has been Stories Untold for the PC. I hope you enjoyed, folks. A nice short little game, somewhat puzzly, but more a walking simulator and kind of text adventure. I enjoyed it, and I thought it was worth the full price of admission. Yes, it's now told, the story. I hope you enjoy.